Let's recap. I had a tenant for 12 years. The first 10 years all was well, except for that short stint she spent in jail, but I understood. We're human. Ish happens. Then March of 2020 rolled in, and the world as we knew it shut down. Everyone was ordered to stay in the house. Walmart and Target could not sell you food. Court shut down. If business wasn't deemed essential, you weren't allowed to do it. If caught, you were fined. If fined, you had to pay. These were the rules for everyone, but my tenant took it another step further. She decided she wasn't going to pay rent either. For 18 months, she stood her ground. For 18 months, I tried to reason with her. Ish didn't work. I took her to court. I won. She was evicted. And instead of leaving like a respectable adult, she flooded my ish. I cried. I laughed. I cried some more. Insurance stepped in and said it was all covered. The water damage, the vents that the tenant poured beans and mayonnaise down, the stove that she smashed up. And now we are here. The road to rehabilitate a beautiful home that was in an abusive relationship. This is the road to renovation. We're gonna learn, we're gonna grow, and we may even mess some stuff up, but hey, at least we'll be messing things up together. Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
All right, so this is the aftermath.
Jay behind the scenes.
Jay behind the scenes. So we are on our way. Today is the day that Jay actually leaves back for Miami today. His flight is today. It's 8 a.m. right now, and we are on our way to the property where we're meeting with the movers to get that last bit of stuff out there. And the last bit of stuff is like heavy stuff. It's going to be like the stove, the refrigerator, the 2 wash machines and a dryer, and then the bags that we could manage to get together.
Yeah, 10 bags.
Yeah. So that's what we're on our way to do. And as a project manager, I led the team down the wrong path a little bit, because when we were over there, I should have had us separate. Like, I shouldn't have had us put the liquid trash in with the other trash. So the dumpster
one bag, right?
Yeah, I should have had one bag for liquids and then put all the other trash in the other bags.
The thing is, it was leaking, right?
Yeah, the one bag was leaking. But also because then I seen on a dumpster it said, "Do not dump liquid in the dumpster." So, and for the most part, I am a rule follower. So we may go ahead and fish that one bag back out of the dumpster and put it on the truck.
Yeah, we went ahead and dumped it and then started looking at the trash bin and started reading all the rules and regulations. We're like, oops.
Yeah. And then today I also need to get back in touch with the water mitigation people to see what's the plan, because it doesn't look like they've been there since last Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so they don't look like they were there on Friday, and they don't look like they were there on Monday. But they did say that the environmentalist had been through to do the report, the sample, but all the stuff isn't pulled out. Like, all the carpet upstairs is still sitting there looking at us. All the vanities are still sitting there looking at us. The vanity in the basement is still sitting there looking at us. And I know that they had said that stuff was going to be pulled out. So I need to get back on top of that, because I was like saying, but they're drying out, but they pulled out everything from downstairs in the, we'll see. Okay, that's what we're on our way to do.
On this morning traffic.
Yeah. We're back to that again now that everybody's
9:17 now. Before it was 9:15.
Look, now that everybody's back in school and back in work and all of that, now we're back to just rush hour traffic.
And though I had perhaps overcompensated for that incompleteness by kicking ass in every other way I could, I was still carrying this powerlessness around with me.
But
it was very slowly and suddenly gnawing away at me from the inside. So while it's true that I wouldn't have looked great in the fancy clothes, the
4-hour body. So
they got some juicy things there on Tinesha.
Why is everything we listen to about what you want me to hear? You know what?
I should just put it there to that chapter.
You only listen to this, babe?
Yeah, listen to the whole thing.
What? You be fooling me. You be acting like you're listening to stuff because you want to hear it.
No, but it's good because you can't remember everything, though. And remember everything.
I'm gonna hurt him. All right, so he want me to have a 4-hour body, y'all. Ow. For our body, 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 for our body. All right, so let him put it to the chapter. What chapter you want me to hear?
Let's see.
Never mind. Just play it where it is. I'll get it. I'll get the book, babe.
Chapter.
All right, I'll look for it on the library book because clearly there's something he want me to hear. Bye, y'all.
We can find it.
First relationship goals, now this. All right, y'all, we are almost here. The mover had already called me twice, so she called me when she was on her way there, and then she got there, and she was trying to find out. I'm not sure right now. I think she was walking around to the front to see if the other team was there so that she could get in and get started. But it's 9:15 right now. So, and then also the construction team called me to find out where we were, what the status was with the water mitigation team. So I let them know that an environmentalist had already come out. They're waiting on those reports. And they had said, oh, they're probably waiting for those reports to come back before they get back in there and finish up tearing things out. So yeah, so I still need to hear. Oh, there go Keita. Yeah, see, the water team, they still not here. I'm gonna call them this morning and see what's up. What's the plan? Ooh. But that heat is going, and so I hear like the heat helps kill the mold. Y'all, so turned out this door was too small to get the stuff through, so they had to take the things up the stairs. So they got one up already, so we still got to get this one and this one. And then this dolly has a flat tire, so that's no help. And that. Oops. The bag with the paint. You see it? What are you doing? It's right there.
Oh, it's not this one? Oh, this one has a liquid too.
Okay. Yeah. It ain't that one. Got baby in the dumpster. That one looked heavy. Awesome. You can let it go. All the appliances are gone. See all the cabinetry. So they're supposed to take out the cabinetry from all of the bathrooms and to include the basement. Okay, thank you, babe. Babe is the real MVP. Yeah, so they're supposed to tear this thing out. See, they took the cabinets off the wall, but they're supposed to get this. And you can see the bottom. You can see where water leaked up on this. You know what I mean? You can see that. So they're supposed to take that stuff out. And then even with the bathroom, because this is where the source of the flooding was. They're supposed to take out this stuff. And you would think that they would take out the walls in here. Because this is where the, you know, a source of the water. Yeah. So that. And then baby, turn that closet light on. Yeah, and I would even say, like, when you look in here, you can see mold. Like that black stuff down there, that's mold. But because there was so much stuff in here, they probably couldn't see that. So I would say that in here needs to be done. Got all the wash machines. Ooh, thank you. We got the wash machines and dryers out of here. And when we go upstairs, they still need to cut out all of this rug because the water and stuff was here. So they need to go ahead and just get all of the rugs. Don't know what they're going to do about the walls up here. But definitely the bathroom. They said the vanities will have to come out. And then here it's the same thing. And when ServPro first came, they had seen there was water on the ceiling in here. Yeah, and they're going to get this stuff. Okay, so I just got finished talking to DurClean, and she was saying that they was waiting for the subflooring in the foyer to dry out. Mm-hmm. But I told her, I was like, but they did not even touch the flooring upstairs on the bedroom level. And I said, I know, I was told, because that was ground zero. Like, all that water leaking from the ceilings was coming from up there. And they were saying in the initial pass through that vinyl and stuff had to be lifted off of that floor to dry that stuff out. So that vinyl and stuff is still there. The carpet on the second floor is all still there. All of that stuff needs to come up because ain't no telling what's still wet up there. Yeah, and then I said, even in the basement, I said they took out the cabinetry on the upper walls, but the cabinetry on the lower walls is what was affected by water, and you can still see the water level on the bottom. And then I told them about the closet, how we can visually see mold at the bottom of that closet. But she said with the mold, they do an air sample. And
it was clear?
No. They're still waiting for that to come back. But it's like with the air sample will tell them, you know, because all mold can't be seen. But I was saying how, but visually we can see this mold in the closet. I know that they didn't see that because it was still had a bunch of stuff in it. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, so we're just going to stay on top of that. Because I think she said something like, with your insurance, if it's dry, they're not allowed to pull it out if it's dry. I said, but see, it wasn't dry, though, when this first started. All that stuff was wet. Mm. So we'll see. It's like, that stuff need to be pulled out. But we'll see what happens. So far, it's like they gutted everything on the first floor for the most part. And then they gutted everything in the basement for the most part. But we need some top floor. We need some stuff to be done in that top floor too. So
and there's still stuff. Yeah, I guess the construction people will probably reconstruction things and take things out.
But it has to be shown that it was water damage and not just hard living. See, at this point they might try to say, oh, the top floor was hard living, it's dry, but it wasn't dry.
Yeah, that was ground.
And I have video of it being squishy with water, the carpet on the upstairs and everything. So I have all of those things for the most part.
Yeah, if they need some proof.
Yeah, and then you can also see how the water was running down the vanities.
Yeah, and you can see like water leaking from the roof down.
Yeah, so it looks like I just gotta stay on top of that and make sure that that we get all of that and everything. So that's what's up. All right, now we're gonna go get something to eat. Mm-hmm. Baby stripped out of his clothes.
Yeah, my baby wanted me to take off my shirt
and get to work. I'm so used to him working. Get to work, baby. Get to work. All right, y'all.